down.
Yeah, you see, he's the Hollywood guy.
I was ready.
You know, he knows this stuff.
If you hear the silent count stop, you're supposed to stop.
No, usually go 2-1 silently.
And then you do the lips and go.
No, you go 1 is silent.
Yeah.
Oh, just the 1 is silent? I come from different schools, okay?
I'm still learning.
He's like, I stopped at the 2. You should have known there was an issue.
I'm starting to think.
Where's
a whole different school.
Yep.
we go the last 2 silent where I came from.
Okay.
In Mexico, they do the last 2 silent. Yeah, they go tres.
They do tres.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can dig it. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2.
What's up, guys? Brandon Kyle here for Triumphant TV. It's a little something new that we are trying because we're getting such an outcrying of we need information about Triumphant shows coming up. So we thought we would get together with the man that everybody has questions for. Everyone's trying to holler at all the time. Unfortunately, he's in LA for a wedding. Zay, we're still representing you.
Yeah.
We still got Zay here, but you know, the CTO's not here, but we have the CEO, Jeff Correz. So I guess he can talk to you about this stuff that we have going on here. So first thing on the docket, on the agenda, Jeff, coming up real soon, like a week away, less than a week away, we have T4 Triumphant 4 Media Day, correct?
Yes, sir. Okay, so yeah, next Saturday in Pleasant Hill, California at Back 40 Barbecue at noon, we're gonna do the media day with as many of the local fighters. Actually, a bunch of the SoCal fighters, at least people within driving distance, are coming into town and doing like we did on the previous show. We're doing what do you call it? Interviews. Raffle prizes. You know, last time some people even got some free front row tickets.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. We also get some of the, like a Q&A for the fighters. You know, put them on the spot and and see what they're up to.
And then last time we did the satellite Skype for the fighters out of the country and whatnot. So we'll probably be able to hook that up again too, so we can hear from those who can't make it. So pretty much everyone who's going to be on the next card will end up being there.
Well,
in one form or another.
I actually leave that up to Zay. Zay, what do you think?
Yeah, Zay, you were hooking that up last time.
What's up, bro? Oh, Wi-Fi hotspot, right? That's what we're going to do.
Okay, so we need to get the Wi-Fi. Yeah. We had an issue last time. Zay didn't handle his end of the bargain. But we're not going to talk trash while he's not here because we love Zay. We love you, Zay.
This guy. There you go. I love you, man.
But okay, so we'll have everything you need to know about the upcoming show, Triumphant 4, which is coming up at the end of May, right? And we're excited about that at the Oakland Marriott, correct?
Yeah, 2 things I want to say, just going back a little bit. On Media Day
my
next Saturday.
bad.
No, sorry about that.
My bad.
Nah, yeah. You're right, bro. You know, we didn't practice this. But it's Cinco de Mayo, so yeah, come hungry, come thirsty, and celebrate 2 occasions, okay? So we got that one going on. It starts at 12. But yeah, you're right. May 27th, Sunday, May 27th. That's another holiday. It happens to be Memorial Weekend, extended weekend. So last time, folks, on a Sunday, everyone thought they had to be composed, conservative, and all that. Let it all hang out. It's where you got an extra day off, a holiday. But yeah, Sunday, May 27th, at the Oakland Marriott in Oakland.
In Oakland, yeah. Okay, so Media Day is coming up. That's Cinco de Mayo. Then Memorial Day, you're just hitting all the holidays here with the Triumphants. We're planning ahead, guys. Yeah. So now Sunday's like a Saturday, okay? So you get to come out, have an extra beer or 2 at the venue. You don't have to worry about work the next day and then travel from farther away. Yeah. We love, speaking of beer, we do love Stella when we're hanging out and just chopping it up. Triumphant. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so super excited about T4. We got some big fights coming up there.
Yes, sir.
We have a world championship coming up there, correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Actually, you know what? What's funny about that? The way that one came about is when Eddie Farrell from Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand won his WMC belt. He actually messaged me on either Instagram or Facebook and says, hey, I'd love to get on your show. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" So
Hey, you're like, great.
Yeah, and
love to have you.
And then I was basically wondering what weight class he was, and I got like a big database of everyone trying to hit me up. to get on the show, and it just so happened that there was one guy that was super high on the list that I still haven't put on yet, and it happened to be Narpol Fairtex. So, you know, they came to agreement. Both of them are up for the challenge, and that one sparked fire quick. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I mean, that's headliner, and it was yeah, it's something exciting. It's an exciting fight.
Yeah, that one got a lot of attention real quick when people saw that poster start to circulate there. So yeah, T4, super excited. Who else do you have on there? I know we got a couple Bay Area cats that are coming back to the Triumphant banner here. Anybody else you're excited to see at T4?
Yeah, you know, like I was saying, that there's a bunch of guys that are still on the roster, but also the same guys that are help making the name. You know, so we do have Charles Rodriguez. He's coming back. We got Ethan Conte.
Ethan's coming back too, right?
From Wooden Man. You know what? You know, I'll announce the full list at Media Day.
Media Day. Okay, so you're gonna have to tune in, guys, because realize we are gonna be streaming as well through this YouTube channel on Media Day. So if you can't make it out, like, oh man, you know, you got to work, you got to do whatever, got the kids, make sure you tune into our Triumphant Combat Sports YouTube for Media Day as well. We'll be streaming. You'll get all that info right then. That's when we're going to be releasing the full fight card. So you're definitely going on if you want to find out who's going to be there. I know we got a lot of international fighters, but we also got those pro fighters from the area that you were been supporting the whole time, so you get to see them as the platform for them, and the stakes rise for them and their pro careers. Can't wait for that. And then I know you're super excited. You keep talking about T5. T5 is going to be somewhere a little different, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, and so, you know, without divulging too much information, what can you tell us about you know, the next one coming up after T4?
After T4, yeah. Actually, I get hit up all the time. When am I going to get on one of the other shows? And you guys got to know that it's very strategic. There's a formula to all this, because we want to bring in the international talent. We want to expose our guys to international fighters, as well as bringing them in. But we also got to make sure the show runs itself. You know what I mean? And usually, you know, part of the fighters, you know, this is my formula, by the way. You know, part of the fighters' buzz and hype is knowing that they got a huge home crowd. The oi, the screaming, the pump, and everything. It's always like a family reunion. So it's like again, you have to get people from within the area. So we got at least within the, you know, the surrounding states and all that, and occasionally cherry pick some people from outside. So yeah, and saying that, we want to expand as much as we can. So this summer, I can't. We're still working on the details. Expect to head down to the fight capital of the world. We're looking at Vegas, baby. Vegas,
yes, that's what I wanted to hear.
Yes. Again, details are still being worked on, but for that show, I mean, I can hint this because we already agreed. Njokuani wants that rematch versus Liam Nolan. You know, he felt that he had like a short camp to prepare, and again, it was a tight, close fight, and but yeah, they're both game.
I actually like hit up Liam, congratulated him on his last fight, and told him about how Njokuani won, you know, that triumphant belt, and I said, you know, hey, he kind of like mentioned your name after the fight. What do you think about that? I know Liam's been kind of on a tear. He's really he's been going hard at it, and he said, without, you know, I don't want to quote him specifically, but let's just say he's like, I feel very confident about that fight if that happens again. So we'll hopefully make that happen. And then, speaking of expanding, okay, so, you know, we got T5, and hopefully, you know, we're checking out some new scenery for that one. But then I know you're talking about like even bigger. You want to blow it up even bigger and take it even further away and try to connect worlds from maybe across oceans type thing.
Yeah,
eventually
so a lot of stuff goes behind the scenes. You know, a lot. You know, I try to share it with you guys, bring you guys with me. You know, on some of the hints, but I can't exactly always divulge the details. But the hints are there. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hide anything. Just trying to make things a little bit exciting. You know, as we do them, so it could be as transparent as possible without actually giving it up. But as you saw this last summer, I was in the UK, and that was basically to do my grassroots of where we're gonna do one of our next shows. So again, in the future, yeah, again, you know, in order to keep that international vibe, you know, it doesn't just bring people into the U.S. I mean, from international other countries into the U.S., but us go international. So it might happen as early as the end of the year. We're looking at the UK or London. So that's why I was out there this last time. But you know, again, working on details like that. But it's very, very strong that it's going to happen before the end of the year.
Oi, so get your passports renewed, mates, out there, so you can go over to London with us and do Triumphant 6, 7. We don't know which one's going to be. You want another beer? Zay, you want a beer?
Zay.
You good?
Yeah.
No, let me get you another one here. Hold on.
Baby's in.
Zay, you good? Nah. He had a rough weekend. You sure? Okay, he's cool. He's cool. There you go. That's you. Yep, that's you.
Let's see. I'm a newbie at this.
Okay, so Media Day, Cinco de Mayo. You got me. Oh, what a gentleman. Media Day, Cinco de Mayo. So you can come get some margaritas and get some food at Texas Back 40. They got a great brisket. I know from the last Media Day. Yeah, I was chowing down on the brisket sandwich. And then T4, the 27th of May, that's Memorial Day weekend. So you're going to have an extra day to recover from the craziness that's going to happen because every Triumphant show, it's all fire. Fights of fire, every single one, because we got a good matchmaker here. I don't know how he does it. He's like a Rain Man of Muay Thai matchmaking here.
I'm a big fan of my own fights.
Yeah. And even though he doesn't get to watch them,
yes,
because he's running around backstage getting things happening, you know, he's a huge fan. And then T5, possibly, you'll need some swim shorts, because we might be poolside. Before the fight.
Oh, yeah. It's Vegas, baby.
Yeah. Bright Light Sin City.
Do those push-ups.
Yeah, but guess what? Everything that happens that weekend in Vegas won't just stay in Vegas because we'll be streaming it to you guys live through our Triumphant YouTube page. So that's another thing you can look out for. And then, hopefully, if all things go well, we're looking at maybe going to you know, another country and bringing some of our guys over there and showing them what's up across the pond. So, you know, it looks like things are setting up nicely for Triumphant for the rest of the year.
I'll even go as far as to say, you know, internationally, you know, because it is in the works. We're actually looking to do a show in Thailand, but again, that'll probably be in 2019. So yeah, bro, it's unfolding right there.
Jeff's dropping the bombs on you guys right now.
We got a solid team. See, what I gotta tell you, the reason why this feels so right is because we're all together. You know what I mean? Everyone that's on this team loves what they do. They love the culture. They love Muay Thai. We love working with each other. And the fact that whenever we go to these shows, it's like one big family reunion. You know, and so. And it just pushes us to just want to get bigger and bigger and bigger and spread the love.
When you know, I can totally vouch for that, with the exception of Zay. No one really likes Zay. Glenn pretended he was sick last week, so we couldn't do this when Zay was here because we knew Zay was going to be out of town this week.
Actually, I was just
sorry, Zay. Zay. Yeah. So yeah, we kind of had to, like, you know, ditch him. It's like little brother a little bit, you know, where it's like, I don't want to take him to the mall, you know. So we had to wait a little bit, but then we left once he was down in LA. But no, just kidding. We love Zay. We love everybody. We got Glenny G, our cameraman and production manager extraordinaire. Gabe Torres. He's in Arizona right now.
Yes.
Because the guy loves shooting. He just loves shooting. You know, he's not getting paid to go out there. He's going out there just because he knows that's the best amateurs in the world, or in the country, competing, you know, to be the best in the world. So, shoot, anything else?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Speaking of Zay, I was actually just with him. He was supposed to be with me here, but he you know, he was part of the entourage. You know, on Triumphant 1, the guy that sang our national anthem. David, he was actually was at The Voice. You know, he was actually a contestant on The Voice, and he got married last night to Brianna. So congratulations, Brianna.
Oh, congrats, brother.
David, yeah, and that's why I took like the first flight home to make sure we got this. Actually, I delayed it. I ended up paying like a couple $100 extra just to stay an extra 4 hours. You know, I mean, no, but it was all worth it. Sorry, you know, we loved hanging out with you guys. Zay had already made plans. He drove down there, so there's no way that he could have made it back in time. But the good thing about this is that we're gonna try to keep making this happen.
Definitely, this is going to be a regular occurrence for you guys to just kind of get an insight of what's going on with us, and then we should have Zay here usually, so
And occasionally,
and the plan is, guys, and you let us know who you want to see, because we can bring fighters, especially the guys around here. They can come in and they can hang out with us, and you can help us pick their brain.
Yes.
So feel free to comment down below and let us know, hey, I'd like to see this guy. Oh, I want to see this guy. Let's get that guy on the show. Your favorite fighter or someone that you just want to get to know a little bit better. We can bring them in here and we can kind of give you that exposure to them.
Road trips. We're open to road trips too.
Yeah, tell us if you want to come to your gym,
Yeah.
and we'll come through and we'll scout your guys and we'll get you on a future Triumphant show
Exactly.
here.
See, we don't just promote it. We actually live it too. So we can participate too. That's how I actually do a lot of my my matchmaking too. Is I get to know a lot of the fighters and their gyms and the people within the gym. So a lot of these are relationships already, and the fight community is very tight. So, but it's good. It keeps you active. It keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you healthy. It makes you part of the team.
Yeah, and ultimately, Jeff, he has a nonprofit, Martial Arts Matters.
Oh yeah.
So ultimately, Muay Thai is our conduit, but we want to spread martial arts as a whole, because it's changed our lives so much, and
Thanks for bringing that up.
and we can see the change in people from our gyms. Jeff owns a gym. He's been owner-operator of a gym for a very long time. And then I coach at several different gyms. So it's something that we grew up doing, the martial arts. And this is just, our way of kind of exposing everybody else to it, giving back. And Jeff, he'll go to gyms and they'll say, hey, man, you want to spar? And he'll say, yeah, I got a guy right here, and he'll throw Zay's ass in there to get tore up by these guys. Because, Jeff will like be, I got this knee injury, but Zay will go in there for you. So when Jeff says he's knee deep in there, he has got Zay knee deep in there getting his ass whooped, so we could see if these guys got the skills or not to get on.
And you know what?
No, just kidding. I don't know if you can see it here, but the belt's here. The man, you told me I had to mention the belts, right? No, yeah. Yeah, he's a brown belt. He's the owner of the gym, so he basically paid, and he's like, okay, he went from white belt to brown belt somehow. No, just enrolling and fighting for a long time. And then I fought as well, and then
You actually fought on one of my shows.
I forgot that until he's like, oh man, I loved your fight, and I'm like, oh my God, that was you, because that was so long ago. I was like this guy backstage. It was all a blur to me.
Yeah, no,
but ECS fights.
Yes,
I
sir.
fought Rob Abbott, and that long mother guy couldn't get past that length, but it was a good scrap until the end. Yeah, but yeah.
And we're reunited. Look at this.
Years later. But this is a long time in the making, guys. If it seems like, where'd these guys come from? It's not just like a flash in the pan. This is dozens of years, decades of martial arts experience and love for the sport coming together, and that's why the product is always genuine, and it's always legitimate, because we're here to represent the right way.
Right. And if I can jump in there, I mean, I didn't realize that he was going to bring up martial arts matters, but that was a really good point, because the conduit right now is Muay Thai, but yes, as Brandon mentioned, I'm a karate black belt, I'm a jiu-jitsu brown belt, and I fought full contact kickboxing and MMA. But the part where the reason why I'm so involved, I mean, how do I say this? I'm in love with the culture. It's like another world out there. I don't want to use MMA as a forum to say, hey, it's not real martial arts, but there's a lot of martial arts discipline in it. So all these different martial arts, stems from a culture of respect, discipline, integrity. You know what I mean? Sportsmanship. And that's what basically saved me and made me a huge fan of the martial arts in general, and since it's led me to this, and I want to spread it as much as I can and spread it the right way, the right people that represent it. You can only do so much yourself, but you also recognize other people within the culture that can do as good a job, if not better. You know what I mean? And that's how, again, we've developed our family here. You know, so again, our intention is to keep spreading it to all the right martial artists throughout the world.
Nice. Nice. Look at that. He wasn't ready for all that.
I wasn't, but
he wasn't ready for all that.
Actually, let me put my security blanket back on.
All right, guys. So we're gonna leave you be for a little while. We're gonna watch some fights here and just kind of catch up and go over what we've done in the past so far with the first 3 Triumphants. It's been a huge success. Thanks in part to you guys so much. We're so grateful for you guys. You show up, you sell it out. And you know, and you let us know that you care about it as much as we do. So we want to thank you. Again, you know, Media Day is next week, Saturday, May 5th, May 27th. We got the final, you know, what is it? T4. Got T4. Sorry. We were watching ourselves on camera. How good we look.
It's the first time for me.
Yeah. T4, May 27th, Memorial Day weekend. T5 maybe in Las Vegas.
Yes.
T we're not a question mark maybe in the UK.
Yes. Sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then martial arts matters because it matters.
Oh
all right?
yeah. So again, if you don't know what martial arts matters is, and we'll start to bring that out as we get a little bit more past. It's scholarships for at-risk youth. It's those kids that couldn't.
we almost got out of here.
Testing.
Without
I'm so kidding.
Hold on, let me Bob Barker your ass here. I'm just gonna Bob Barker you here.
Okay, yeah, please. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, it's scholarships for at-risk youth. It's kids that went through abuse, whether it be physical abuse, emotional abuse, alcohol, drug, parents, all that stuff that couldn't normally afford martial arts. And basically, it's like a 6 month to a year with all the gear, equipment paid for. So, but it's used at a martial arts gym that fits a certain criteria that's out there with the same cause. So more about that a little bit later. But that's what it's about.
We'll definitely link it up in the bio on behalf of Brandon, Kyle, and
Jeff Juarez,
the CEO of Triumphant. And I can't forget the CTO. Hold on, you know what? We've been bogarting the whole conversation. Before we leave, we're gonna give Zay a chance to say, you know what, Zay, say whatever you want.
Yeah. No.
He's a man of few words.
Look at me like that, bro. Jeez. All right.
I see you, bud.
Look at those.
All right, guys. Brandon Kyle, the host here. He's a Terminator, Glenn. He's a straight man.
Yeah, he's the man, though.
Yeah, he's the man, and we miss him, and we'll have him next time, guys. On behalf of myself, Brandon, Jeff, Glenn, we're going to send it back to you in the studio. Thank you, Triumphant TV. We'll see you next time, guys. Peace.